The Instructional Technology Department wants to improve academic engagement and attendance by playing a game. We call that game the Magic Circle because in the Magic Circle of gaming, the participants, in this case the student, is so engaged in the gameplay, they suspend adherence to the world outside of the game and become fully immersed in the world the game creates. We seek to use the research-supported positive effects of mastery learning and self-evaluation to mimic the feedback mechanisms present in a video game and create a learning environment that students want to spend endless hours exploring, just like their favorite video games. As I mentioned, the Magic Circle is a game, and the way students win this game is by graduating high school with knowledge they feel is relevant, all while learning about themselves. From the profile page, our learning management system, students can track their progress through the game. Disciplinary records and progress are displayed through health. Positive behaviors are awarded with points that can easily be tracked and redeemed for items in the school store or for school events. Students can also track achievements and graduation progress from the profile page. Clicking on the tree will take students to their skill trees. Skill trees are how we use concept mapping within the game. Here, we see the graduation requirements for English language arts. A student would be able to zoom out from here and see all of their courses required for graduation, or zoom in and see the TEKs required for each course, as well as his or her progress. Skill trees for extracurricular activities and life skills are also connected to help students track their non-academic progress. We developed this game to combat specific school-wide problems. Extracurricular activity participation is very low compared to other schools of the same size and socioeconomic status. So we hope to link students that participate in activities with extracurricular activities that are sponsored by the school to encourage involvement in the school community. Because when students don't feel like they're a part of the school community, they tend to find other things to do. And the line graph shows fights, number per semester, and truancy in numbers of students that our student support officers had to officially investigate. So I can probably attribute both toward the downward trend in fights and the upward trend in truancy during the spring of 2020 to effects of the coronavirus shutdown. However, as you can see, the upward trends still support our claim. Now, this 30% increase in failure rate is largely due to the pandemic shutdown and the lack of motivation students feel from a sense of social isolation. However, this pandemic has magnified problems with traditional instructional practices. These are problems we have battled before, and these problems will not be fixed simply by returning to the classroom and returning to the status quo of teacher-led instruction. So the goal of the Magic Circle is to address the lack of student academic success and engagement by having them actively participate in their education. Students will do this by choosing topics and subject matter that interest them, making academic progress at their own pace, and deciding the direction their education will take. To accomplish this, we'll require, in addition to our current one-to-one device program, annual licensing purchases for the online programs Badger, Hero, and Canvas to manage and track student progress. Apparel, electronic accessories, and entertainment will need to be purchased. Imagine students redeeming their points for attempts at rock walls and bouncy castles and dunking booths at lunch. Picture a student body enjoying their time on campus, all while our teachers are provided with the training and support to implement atypical instructional models and mastery-based assessment. Think of administrators that use data and observation to help educators improve their practice rather than grade their success or failure. The core instructional strategies of this game are based on the metadata collected by John Hattie's Visible Learning Study that measured the effect of instructional strategies on student academic improvement. On this scale, 0.4 represents that average academic growth a student could expect over 1 year. The collective teacher efficacy created by the scope and magnitude of this game has the potential to almost quadruple our student academic achievement each year. And that is why we want to play a game.